Hello. Um, okay, so now this is like the third or fourth time I'm re-recording this because I keep on getting frustrated with my hair or with various things like me rambling, and this is normal. I get very awkward in front of cameras, and I'm here to be awkward for your entertainment. So the point of this video is to answer a few questions. I asked people to ask me some things that they wanted me to answer in video form, and I got 9 questions from people on Tumblr. And okay, so the first one is from my friend Elizabeth, aka Born and Raised for the Job. And it is, what's your middle name? And my middle name is Marie, but I actually have 2 because I also have a confirmation name that I took when I was confirmed by the Irish Roman Catholic Church that I went to from the time I was a kid, and I'm not religious, and I never have been, but it was all very like, okay, this is tradition. So my full name is Caitlin Marie Caroline Murphy, and I keep Caroline because it was really important to my great-grandmother, and it was her middle name. Well, is her middle name because she's still alive. So, I still hold on to it for that reason, even though I'm not at all religious. The second question is, who's your favorite member of any band and why? Which is also from Elizabeth, and as any of you who are watching who are probably on Tumblr know, I am a big fan of Radiohead, and um, I've liked all of them for a while. Of course, I'm attracted to like Tom and Johnny and Colin and Ed in that order. I became attracted to them. Initially it was Tom, that was Johnny, that was Colin, and lately it's been Ed, although I do bounce around a lot. I actually hadn't been attracted to Ed at all until The King of Limbs from the Basement came out. Oops. So yeah. And I'm also really interested in Damon Albarn from Blur and Gorillaz, although I'm more interested in his work with the Gorillaz. I've never really listened to Blur except for, Everybody's Heard song number 2, which I do really like. And I'll probably have to listen to that some more at some other point in time, but, I've been too busy doing other things for that. Number 3 is, who is your favorite person named Elizabeth with the URL Born and Raised for the Job and why? Which is also from Elizabeth, and that's a really hard question to answer. There are just so many Elizabeths with that URL that I like, but the top one has to be Elizabeth, the one who asked this question to begin with, because she's awesome and she asks silly questions like that. And the 4th question is, describe something near you. And things are a little bit cluttered right now, because Torrin's room is filled with Nigel's stuff because his part of the basement got carpeted while we were in Massachusetts. But very nearby is Torrin's mom's custom precision base. Well, I only say it's custom because she customized it herself. Like, she gave it a new neck that isn't Fender. I don't remember what it is, but she said it was better, although people won't buy it because, oh, it's not, Fender, it's not perfect, it's not original and, purist. But, and she stripped the paint off of it and put a clear pick guard on it so she could put pictures underneath it, and I really do like it. It's a really beautiful instrument, and I'm kind of scared to touch it, otherwise I'd start, trying to play bass again, which I have toyed around with in the past, but never really got anywhere with. The 5th question is from David, aka DB Carp, and it is, do you consider Johnny seductful? Which I told him after he asked me this that seductful isn't a word, and he's aware of that, so, everybody out there, David is not dumb, although he'll probably tell you otherwise. And of course Johnny's seductful. I mean, have you looked at his lips? They're simply luscious. It's not something you can resist easily. And that's all I have to say on that. The sixth question is from Tom York, Tom Dash York, not the actual Tom York. That's her URL. That's her URL on Tumblr. And she asked me, "What's your favorite Radiohead album and why?" And some of you already know from asking me previously or seeing me answer people's asks about like Radiohead albums and Radiohead songs that are my favorite. And it's really hard for me to answer that because I bounce around based on moods and how I'm feeling, because all of the albums and all of the songs are really differently, like they're different feels to them. So it depends on what kind of mood I'm in. Sometimes I'm feeling really kind of ephemeral, so I'll listen to say Sail to the Moon, or I'll listen to something off of The King of Limbs, which is a really ephemeral album in my opinion. And it just feels like something higher, like, or sometimes I want to dance around, so I'll listen to 15 Steps. Or I need cheering up, so I'll listen to, like, 15 Step, because it's my go-to cheerful Radiohead song that I just want to wiggle around to when I listen to it. And that also kind of answers number 7, which is also from Tom York, which is top 5 Radiohead songs. And, I'd say that some of my usual songs are like There is a big favorite of mine. Sail to the Moon, Pyramid Song, Fog, not Fog Again. I've never really liked Fog Again, I don't know why. And Life in a Glass House is another big favorite. Nude. I really, really like a lot of In Rainbows and a lot of The King of Limbs and a lot of Hail to the Thief. Like, I really love We Suck Young Blood, or I just like all of them. It depends on where I'm at. Sometimes I'll just listen to, like, OK Computer, for example. I'll put it on and just be hit by it. Like, oh my god, I love this. I can't, why did I love anything else ever? But, it floats around. So the 8th question is from the Radioheads. I believe her name is Katie. I'm really bad with names, so bear with me. And her question was, if you had to walk a mile with a pebble in your shoe, would you prefer it to be in the left or the right shoe, and why? And that would be the right shoe, because I'm right-handed, and I'm, use my right side dominantly. My right leg and right foot are a lot more sturdy and, tough than my left, because that's just how it is. So, although I have very delicate feet that are easily hurt by things like pebbles, I would have to choose my right foot because it would probably stand up to it a little bit better. And then the 9th and last question, which is also from the Radioheads, is if you had to live the rest of your life inside a music video, which would it be and why? And initially, I had a lot of trouble thinking about that, but then I decided that, of course, it would be a Radiohead song, and probably my favorite video by them is There, both because I like the song and the video is just awesome. And I mean, it's kind of creepy and like it has this mythological kind of like feel to it, but it's also out in the woods, and I like the woods. And a world where there are little squirrels wearing outfits and stuff is pretty interesting. And that's all the questions for now. Thank you for watching this. If you actually took out the time to watch 9 minutes of me talking random this, thanks. Have a nice night. Bye.